I thought I'd share some insights about using the Workplane tool in Tinkercad, which will not only allow you to do some powerful things in Tinkercad, but it will also be a great way to get more comfortable with Fusion 360 if you're interested in that too. I wanted to make an apartment from an apartment building, so I hollowed out a box and a cylinder and combined them to form the walls of the apartment, and I added a floor. And I knew I wanted a second floor, so I duplicated the walls and floor and moved them up out of the way so I could work. I could have also used a neat feature, which is this hide selected tool. And then I can show all when I'm ready. Anyway, I built the first floor, and then it was time to work on the second, and I needed to place it directly on the first to see where the stairs came out. And I could try to eyeball that, but instead I used the Workplane tool. This lets you turn any surface you want into a workplane. So I'm going to turn the top of the first story into the workplane. And then I type the letter D, and anything I've selected will drop to the workplane. Now they line up perfectly. There's a problem though. When I drag on shapes to create walls and furniture, they land not on the floor, but beneath it. The Workplane tool to the rescue again. I'll drop the Workplane tool on the floor, and now shapes appear on the floor. Let's say I make a piece of furniture or a feature, and I want to make sure it's flush against a wall. Well, I'll just turn that wall into the Workplane and type the letter D to drop the element there. So in a sense, the wall is the floor, and now we're in the movie Inception. I could also make a plane of the cylinder, the Workplane, and place an object perfectly there. To restore the normal Workplane view, take the Workplane tool and drop it anywhere off in white space. So this is powerful in its own right, but it's also a great primer for expanding to designing in Fusion 360, because in Fusion you have to specify your Workplane every time you add to the design. I found this very conceptually challenging because I was accustomed to a single Workplane in Tinkercad. But by practicing with the Workplane tool in Tinkercad, it lets you become an architect like Elliot Page in Inception, which then sets you up for Fusion success.